Hello students, so welcome back. Hope everything is well with you and your family. In our last class we have started chapter 6, the later Vedic period, and we have read about the later Vedas, their political organizations and their social life and family. Okay, so up to social life, classification of society. So today we will start from the family. Let's see. So in later Vedic period, there was a joint family system and the birth of a son was welcomed. The position of woman declined. So unlike the early Vedic period, okay, the position of women in the later Vedic period declined, okay, and they were not allowed to participate in the religious ceremonies, okay, and their only duty was to serve their husbands and to take care of their family members, okay. Then the 4 ashramas. Now the life of an Aryan was divided into 4 stages or ashramas: the brahmacharya, grihastha, vanaprastha and sannyasa. So let us see what does these word means. Brahmacharya means it was the first stage of life when a person stayed with his guru in the Gurukul, okay, and they received their education. Grihastha was the second stage where the person got married, okay, and led their family life. And Vanashprata was the third stage when he gave up all the worldly ties, means all the mohamaya, okay, rather worldly ties means all those wealth, okay, means ordinary activities of life, okay, rather than the spiritual things, okay. So they gave up, okay, all those worldly ties and went away to forest to meditate. And sannyasa was the last stage of life when he rejects, okay, renouncements to reject all the worldly ties and became an ascetic, means where he become more self-disciplined and learn to live a simple life, okay. So the Gurukul system of education. So when a boy was 7 years old, he was sent to a Gurukul, okay, the house of a teacher, okay, where he stayed for 25 years and learned education, okay. And Gurukuls were usually situated deep in the forest, okay. The teacher used to treat the children like their own children, okay, the students like his own children, and the children also regarded their teacher as their spiritual father, okay. The students led their a simple and very disciplined life. They learned different things of life, and in fact they used to help their guru also by cleaning his house, fetching water from the well or river, okay, gather woods and worked in field also, okay. They had to memorize the lessons also which were taught orally, okay. And after completing their education, the student had to pay Guru Dakshina to the Guru. So in the early Vedic period, there were 2 highly educated women, Maitri and Gargi, but in later Vedic period, as we read earlier just now, that the position of women declined, so there were no such women or highly educated women in the later Vedic period, okay. So now comes the religion. So the gods of the early Vedic period lost their importance. Now we read about Indra, then we read about Usha, Yama. So all of these gods lost their importance. Now Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver, and Shiva, the destroyer, became the most important gods. The mode of worship became complex, elaborate rituals and sacrifices were performed, and the status of the Brahmanas rose because complicated rituals could only be performed by them. Okay, so I hope this much is clear to everyone. So I'm keeping this chapter up to this, and we will continue the rest portion in our next class. So till that time, go through the text and try to solve the question answers also. And thank you.